Hi, this is my first Fandle video. My partner has been bugging me for a while and telling me I should go ahead and do this because I like watching Yankee Candle Fan videos on YouTube and I like collecting Yankee candles, and I kind of think he gets tired of me talking to him about Yankee candles, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. So my name is Joe and I'm a Fandle. I I've loved Yankee candles for a long time. I don't know. I guess that's kind of weird. Or maybe not. I don't care. I like them. But anyway, he took me on a nice trip to New England and Vermont and Massachusetts about a month ago. And I wasn't even going to say anything. He knows that's where Yankee candles are from. But I was just having a nice trip. I'm like, I'm not even going to say anything and try to like work Yankee candles into the trip because I'd already been there a long time ago, like maybe in the 90s. Um, but anyway, I'm like, well, I've been there before. I'm not going to try to bring this into the trip. But anyway, so on the last day of the trip, we were visiting and having lunch with a friend of his in Massachusetts. And we were getting back on the road and getting on our way home, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm pulling in. I know you'd like to stop here. And I'm like, what? Because I had my head down. I was looking at my phone. And all of a sudden we're pulling into Yankee Candle Village. And I'm like, ah. Okay, anyway, so that's enough about that. So we had a nice visit there. I got to see the fake snow again in the Christmas room. And of course, I got very excited for that. And we did almost the whole village, but we didn't get quite through the whole thing. But I was pretty happy. I was pretty impressed. Um, we got to smell a lot of candles, and it was a fun day. So anyway, I have four of the candles here that I brought back from the Yankee Candle Village, and they're votives. But anyway, I thought I would talk about them, and because they're some of my favorite scents. So the first one is they're just the votive. So the first one is Black Sand Beach. Um, mm, I really like the smell of this. So Yankee Candle describes it as top note of black peppercorn, and then it has some jasmine and some orchid, and then the base is dark woods and patchouli and vanilla bean. I think I like the patchouli. I usually like candles that have patchouli in them, and then I like the woodsy part of it too. And then it says it's striking as a stretch of black volcanic sand with black orchid, jasmine, and patchouli, making a strong, clean scent. So yeah, I actually haven't tried to burn this yet. I've never had one of these in a jar candle, but I can see getting one of them in a jar candle someday. Um, as you can see, I have my collection back here on the shelf. It's just a tiny collection. It's nothing crazy and over the top. So, but there's two layers back there. So there's some more behind those. And then the next one is silver birch. Look at that. It's a nice like silver gray color. This one smells really good. So I think that my favorite Yankee candle of all time is the balsam and cedar, and so this one has like some of that to it. Um, but it's just a really nice color. I love stuff that's gray. So that's one of my favorite colors, even though it's not really a color. So according to the Yankee Candle site, this one is watery notes with ozone and pine, and then it has clove, eucalyptus, cypress, pine, and patchouli. So there's the patchouli again. Yeah, so I think that usually if I like a candle, it has some patchouli in it. So anyway, yeah, I don't have a jar candle of this one yet, but that smells really really nice. It has just like a lot of like fresh like watery scents, um, and then it has the patchouli and the pine. And then next, I have sage and citrus. I have had this one in a jar candle before. It smells really really good. So according to Yankee Candle, this one is herbs, lavender, citrus, geranium, and more lavender in the middle, and then patchouli, powdery notes, whatever that is, musk, and woodsy notes. So there's the patchouli, and there is the citrus and the herb. This one smells really good. Okay, this was a good choice. So this would be nice to like have in your kitchen or like someplace where you're going to be around like foods and stuff like that because it's not real perfumey, even though it is a little bit perfumey. And I just saw that I have like some ink or something under my fingernail. I probably should have like cleaned that up before I tried to make a video, but oh well, it's too late now. And then the last one, I don't believe this is one that I picked out. I think this is one that my partner picked out, but it still smells really good. So it's gingerbread maple, and I guess these labels are all reversed. So okay, sorry on the video, and it smells really nice. Let me see if I can get to where the description is from Yankee. So it says that this is baking spices and um, baking spices, maple, and gingerbread. And then it says gingerbread, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, vanilla, and maple. So it's just a very sweet, very appropriate for our trip because of the maple. Because we went to Vermont, we went to a maple farm, and that was in Montpelier. And we got to see all the maple syrup stuff and taste all the maple syrups and try all the samples. And we brought home some maple syrup and maple candy. And I don't know, we got a bunch of stuff there. But anyway, after the trip, I decided to make pancakes one morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use the maple syrup that we got because I don't see any other maple syrup like already open here in the house. And so I got up early-ish and I made some pancakes. It was a Saturday morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use the maple syrup. I opened it up, and oh, it was delicious. Like the Vermont maple syrup is delicious. And then when my partner woke up and came downstairs, he's like, oh, you opened up the maple syrup. We already had like a whole jug of it in the refrigerator open. I'm like, oh, no, oops. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this is a good choice. So the gingerbread maple. Okay. And then I have one more candle. It's still in the bag. I've been kind of keeping it in the bag because they wrapped it up at the Yankee store, and I just was waiting for the right time to open it. I'm going to open it right now. Very exciting. I got the Yankee Candle bag from the store, the flagship store. Anyway, these candles were on sale when we were at Yankee. They were like one of their specials. They're Sea America candles, and this one is Great Smoky Mountains. And this one reminds me of balsam and cedar a lot. But anyway, they had them on sale. I think they were $10 for like the big jar candles, which was a really good deal. We didn't buy any other big jar candles when we were there because they weren't really on special. So I was like, I'll just wait and buy them at a Yankee Candle store when they're on sale. But this is really good. This smells just like balsam and cedar, maybe a little bit lighter and maybe with a little bit of like watery scent. I know you're supposed to smell the inside of the lid. I will do that so I'm more civilized. But yeah, this smells really great. We were there at Yankee Candle about a month ago now. So they had these candles on special then. They were $10 for big jar candles. And I don't know if they still have them. They were a great value. So I think they had 4 different scents, like from 4 different, like to represent like 4 different places in the country or something. So yeah, if you're looking for like a good deal on candles, or like if you're starting to do like your Christmas shopping, these are a good choice. So it says on the back on the label, as clean and fresh as air combed through the piney woods of the Great Smokies. So yeah, that's a good description. So it smells pretty much like balsam and cedar with a little bit of like watery scent or something. Just very fresh, very clean. It would smell nice like anywhere in the house, like if you wanted to put it in your bathroom or your bedroom, or you could even put this in the kitchen or wherever. So, okay. Well, very exciting. Very new candle, just freshly opened. The last time it saw the light of day was in the Yankee Candle store in Massachusetts. So, very exciting. Okay, so that's all that I have to open and talk about today. Oh, I'm wearing my Ben and Jerry's shirt. I got this on the trip too. Ben and Jerry's, wow, that place is busy. Like Yankee Candle is busy, but it's a huge place, like with room for like hundreds of people. Ben and Jerry's was just as busy as Yankee Candle, and it's a tiny place. Like there were people like everywhere. So my partner was not happy when we were there. He was kind of freaked out by the number of people and the fact that there was no place for them to be. So I went in and I picked out this t-shirt quickly. I picked out a purple t-shirt with ice cream on it. We had intended to like sample some of the ice cream while we were there. Not like I don't know what ice cream tastes like already, but anyway, yeah, we didn't have any ice cream while we were there. And I keep thinking I'm going to pick up some Ben and Jerry's like at the grocery store, but I'm kind of waiting for it to go on sale before I buy it. So, and then we will have our Ben and Jerry's then because we just wanted to get out of there. But yeah. So this is my first Yankee Candle Fandle video, and I don't know if anybody watches it or comments on it or thinks that it's fun or dumb or whatever. I may make some more because I really like talking about candles, and nobody wants to listen to me talk about candles in this house, so that's why I'm talking about them on YouTube. But anyway, okay. Thank you, and I'll talk to you again.